Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here to tackle one of the most requested topics you've been asking about, the ultimate showdown between Cialis and Viagra. Now, I know this might seem like a sensitive subject, but here's the thing. Millions of men worldwide deal with erectile dysfunction, and if you're one of them, you deserve to know the facts without any BS or marketing fluff. Let me start with something that might surprise you. Both of these medications are incredibly effective, but they work in completely different ways for different lifestyles. Recent studies show some fascinating differences that could completely change which one you should choose. And I'm going to break it all down for you today. So here's what happened. I dove deep into the latest medical research, and what I found was pretty eye-opening. A comprehensive analysis of hundreds of studies revealed that Viagra, Cialis, and similar medications resulted in improved erections in 67% to 89% of people with erectile dysfunction. Compare that to just 30% improvement with a placebo. And you can see these drugs are genuinely game changers. But here's where it gets interesting. In head-to-head comparisons, Cialis was effective in 81% of men, while Viagra clocked in at 74%. Now, that might not seem like a huge difference, but when we're talking about something this important to your quality of life, every percentage point matters, right? The real difference lies in how these medications fit into your lifestyle. And this is where most people make the wrong choice. Let me explain what I mean. Viagra is like that friend who shows up exactly when you need them, but has to leave early. It kicks in within 30 to 60 minutes and stays effective for about 4 to 6 hours. This makes it perfect if you have a predictable routine or planned intimate moments. The timing is crucial though. You need to take it on a relatively empty stomach, because food can significantly reduce its effectiveness. Cialis, on the other hand, is more like that reliable friend who's always available when you need them. It can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 6 hours to start working, but once it does, it stays in your system for up to 36 hours. This is why they call it the weekend pill. You can take it Friday evening and still be good to go Sunday morning. Now, let's talk about who should consider which option. If you're someone who values spontaneity in your relationship, Cialis is probably your better bet. The research shows that men using Cialis had significantly more improvement in their sexual confidence and were less concerned about timing than those using Viagra. This makes sense when you think about it. There's less pressure when you know you have that 36-hour window. For guys who prefer a more structured approach or have concerns about taking daily medication, Viagra might be the way to go. It's been around longer, so there's more long-term data available. And many men prefer knowing exactly when the medication is active in their system. But here's something most people don't know. Cialis actually comes in 2 different approaches. You can take it as needed, just like Viagra, or you can take a lower daily dose. The daily option, typically 2.5 to 5 milligrams, has been shown to be particularly effective for men who only had partial success with as-needed medications like Viagra. Let's address the elephant in the room. Side effects. Both medications can cause similar issues because they work on the same biological pathway. The most common side effects include headaches, facial flushing, nasal congestion, and upset stomach. However, Cialis has one unique side effect that's worth mentioning. Some men experience back pain or muscle aches, which is likely due to its longer half-life. Here's what the studies don't always tell you. Both medications can interact with heart medications, particularly nitrates. If you're taking any heart medication, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before considering either option. Also, if you have severe heart problems, low blood pressure, or have had a stroke recently, these medications might not be safe for you. Now about timing and frequency. This is where people often mess up. For Viagra, the sweet spot is taking it about an hour before you plan to be intimate, and definitely not more than once per day. For Cialis, if you're doing the as-needed approach, you can take it anywhere from 30 minutes to 4 hours beforehand. The daily Cialis approach means taking it at the same time every day, regardless of your plans. But here's what really caught my attention in my research. There are actually some natural alternatives that show legitimate promise in clinical studies. Now, I'm not saying these replace prescription medications, but they're worth discussing. Pomegranate juice is probably the most studied natural option. A pilot study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that drinking 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily had beneficial effects on erectile dysfunction. The research suggests that pomegranate juice can stimulate nitric oxide activity, which is the same pathway that Cialis and Viagra target, just less powerfully. L-arginine supplements have also shown promise. A systematic review found that arginine supplements, with dosages ranging from 1,500 to 5,000 milligrams, significantly improved erectile dysfunction compared to placebo. The interesting thing about arginine is that it's also found naturally in foods, like pistachios, walnuts, and almonds. Speaking of pistachios, there's actually some solid research on these nuts specifically. Studies have shown that pistachios are particularly beneficial for erectile function, likely due to their L-arginine content and healthy fats that support hormone balance and cardiovascular health. Other foods that show promise include dark chocolate, which can improve blood flow, and watermelon, which contains citrulline, another amino acid that converts to arginine in the body. But let's be real here. While these natural options can be helpful, especially for mild cases or as complementary approaches, they're not going to replace prescription medications for most men with moderate to severe erectile dysfunction. So, how do you decide between Cialis and Viagra? Ask yourself these questions. Do you prefer spontaneity or planning? Are you comfortable with the medication staying in your system longer? Do you have any concerns about daily medication use? How important is it for you to know exactly when the medication is active? If spontaneity is important and you don't mind a longer-acting medication, Cialis is probably your better choice. If you prefer more control over timing and don't mind planning ahead, Viagra might be perfect for you. Remember, both medications require a prescription for good reason. They're powerful drugs that need medical supervision. The conversation with your doctor might feel awkward, but it's absolutely worth it. They can help you choose based on your specific health situation, other medications you're taking, and your lifestyle preferences. One final thought. Erectile dysfunction often has underlying causes like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or stress. While these medications can definitely help with the symptoms, addressing the root cause through lifestyle changes, exercise, stress management, and proper medical care can make a huge difference in the long run. That's a wrap on today's deep dive into Cialis versus Viagra. I hope this helped clarify some of the confusion around these medications. If you found this useful, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which topics you'd like me to tackle next. As always, this isn't medical advice. It's education to help you have better conversations with your healthcare provider. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.